Hey friends, it's Michael Golzmane here, and I'm creating this video to be really a clearing and healing process for you that I'm calling returning to a state of calm and relaxation in the midst of anything that's going on around us. I'm creating this video at a time in which there's a lot going on right now on the planet. Without getting into specifics, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, or even if you're seeing this video many months or years in the future, there may be things going on the planet, things going on within your own life. And I often think and say that we can't always control what's going on around us. We often don't have a say about what exactly is happening on the planet directly. However, through our spiritual practice, through perhaps even videos like this, the the goal is, the desire is that we can be able to find a place within ourselves where we can come back to a place of stillness, a place of calm, a place of relaxation. And when we do that, we're not trying to deny anything happening when we come back to that place of calm. What we're trying to do, though, is we're trying to become more resilient, more able physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to actually be able to effectively deal with the challenge happening in our life, the challenge happening with the collective. The idea here is that we're not trying to somehow deny or bury our heads in the sand about things by doing some meditation or spiritual practice, but we're using, perhaps this video today can be a form of your spiritual practice. We're using a video like this, we're using a practice like this to be able to find our way back into calm, relaxation, peace, and what I would say is ultimately a more authentic, direct, spiritual connection with our own inner being, with our own higher consciousness, whatever it is that you might consider your higher power, your inner power. Sometimes that connection seems to get lost when there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of worry, there's anxiety, there's other things going on in our mind field, there's things going on around us. And so I have made it part of my practice, though I'm not there 100% of the time. I've made it part of my practice over 20 years and part of the energy work, clearing and healing work that I do to be able to find my way back on a regular basis and to also be able to help other people to hopefully come closer to finding their way back. Now, I can't necessarily know what your exact experience of this video will be. Everyone may have a different experience. But I'm encouraging you, if you feel open, if you feel ready, if you feel willing to allow the energy that's encoded into this video to work with you, then I want you to just go with it. And some of you may have experience with me facilitating clearing and healing work previous. For some of you, this might be the first time. But again, this work is not me doing something to you per se. I'm just using techniques and strategies that I have developed and also learned from teachers over the years. Even though you're watching this video at a different time than I've created it, and I may not even know who you are, I look at that as being okay, because this is actually the work of spirit. This is actually the work of higher consciousness. And the video, no matter if you and I are in the same room, no matter if you were in person with me at the same time, or you're watching wherever you're watching now, this video will be just as effective. And you can even watch it a few times and continue to get benefits from it. So beyond that, this is going to now be a clearing healing process. So I want to invite you to come into a comfortable, relaxed place, whatever that means to you. You can really just keep this video or the sound of my voice kind of in the background, kind of in a tangential way. You don't have to be watching me the whole time unless you want to. And I just encourage you to sit back or even to lie down, whatever feels like this is a way that you can let go. This is a way that you can be receptive. This is about you. And it's about you feeling a sensation of energy, a sensation of maybe clearing, healing, whatever unique sensation you may have. And I just encourage you to drop within, which I mean just maybe closing your eyes, taking a few deep breaths, and allowing your body to relax in the here and now. I'm going to begin now consciously channeling a stream of energy through this video. So I'm just inviting anyone watching this video who is ready and willing, just asking them to be surrounded and protected in love and light, and for this work to be for their highest good. And we're now working with clearing everything in the way, getting everyone ready to go, connected, plugged in, and clearing a lot of blocks and attachments and other types of issues that might be in the energy, that might be around the energy field, that might be in their space. I just want you to breathe. What's happening now is that even though this recording is being made before you watch it, and even though I don't know who you are consciously, remember this is not me doing work to you, it's really a facilitation, working with the energy of higher consciousness and of spirit. And so it's live with you now. And I want you to just become sensitized beneath the level of your day to day thinking, beneath the level of even your physical body sensation. You may begin to feel a more subtle energy. Now, when I first started this work, I didn't really know how to feel subtle energy, but many of you are very accustomed to it, or you may begin to notice something that feels a little bit different than your normal day to day experiences as you watch this video. There could be buzzing, there could be tingling, there could be heat or cold sensations. Sometimes there could even be emotional or physical sensations as you feel this work. So I'm just going to pause speaking for 30 or 60 seconds here, and I just want you to tune in. We're going to ramp up the energy a little bit more. This energy is intelligent. It's clearing you. It's also helping to open and align you. So just notice. Seeing if you can exhale and just letting go of a sense of burden, heaviness, whatever you might be carrying with you. Maybe you didn't even realize you're carrying certain mental, emotional states that feel really heavy. Remember that we can always look at what's happening around us in our circumstances, in our personal lives, or in the collective, and we can judge things good or bad. That's always going to be with us. There's always going to be good things. There's always going to be bad things happening. But there's something beyond that, not trying to be in denial around that, not trying to be in denial of people's suffering, but there's a place that we can come to that is deeper than our judgments of things being good or things being bad, deeper than feeling good or bad from an emotional reactionary perspective. And to me, this is a sense of being plugged in consciously. This is a sense of spiritual connection. It's a sense of I just, in spite of whatever's going around me, whatever's going on within me or around me, I feel more plugged in and more connected. Let's just relax the body here. The energy is still really pumping, really channeling. I want you to see if you can tap even a little bit more, 5% maybe more than you were, to a sense of, I'm aware. I'm more plugged in. I'm feeling more connected, more vitalized, more like my authentic self. Maybe you would even use the term feeling better, but notice that nothing is really changing in your external environment. All that's changing through this work so far is really your inner awareness, your inner perception. This ability to plug in and connect is always within you. It's just that we don't always know how to do it on our own. That's why I'm making this video, to help facilitate that process for you a bit. Just noticing. You can Sometimes it's difficult to know, how do I anchor into energy work? It could be just the sound of my voice. You begin to sort of sense that sound kind of just washing over you like some sound frequencies, or you begin to just feel a subtle buzzing and tingling. That's how I feel it oftentimes when I'm facilitating work like this. I will feel like I am right now, a buzziness, a tingliness moving through my body, especially through my hands. So we're going to get a little bit more granular here with helping to release and resolve certain kinds of energy. Now, these energies you may have picked up from your intersection with media, with other people. You may have created them in response to that. You may have created them based on material from many years ago, from your ancestral lineage, from your soul's history, whatever it might be. We don't have to know. It doesn't really matter at this point. We're going to go into some specific frequencies of energy now for clearing. Okay, so I'm just asking for this group now to clear and resolve all of the consciousness of fear, wherever it's been picked up, wherever it's been created, whatever the reason for it now. We're asking to move into the cells, the organs, the glands, as well as in the brain, as well as in the subconscious, as well as in our intersection with the collective field of belief. We're asking to work with all of that right now to help resolve, to clear, to really transmute and compost is what we're really doing. The energy that might be getting sort of weighed down in fear within us, and we're transmuting that into an energy that is actually empowering to us. So let's just breathe and feel. We're asking to do the same thing now with the energy of worry. This energy of worry, ultimately, there's a completely pointless energy, doesn't serve any purpose. And yet, when we have it, we have it. And it's very enticing. And there may be many reasons why it's hanging around within us. And so we're looking to go into consciousness directly and to transmute that energy of worry, that energy of negative anticipation and projection, the energy of taking on collective energy, taking on whatever it might be, the collective expectation, so that we can really be able to be in touch with our own personal consciousness more profoundly, more powerfully. If there are blocks within us to being able to find our way to connect into this consciousness at will, whenever it is that we want, day by day, moment by moment, we're asking to clear those blocks here. And just noticing, friends, the energy washing over you, the energy working with you, clearing. What's happening is that the energy field that's coming through this recording it's raising your energy bodies. It's raising the level of consciousness and awareness. And this has a healing effect to the spirit, to the body, to the mind. Take a deep breath. Working with the brain here now to help repattern and reprogram for higher thinking, thinking that is more empowered. So you may notice if you felt a sense of heaviness, weight, burden, inner weight, mental weight, emotional weight prior to this recording, you may notice just a sense of that being lifted, a sense of lightness. We're asking to really clear blocks, but also to really activate the energy of complete calmness, assurance, surety, divine purpose within each person here. That we have not been abandoned by the divine, no matter what is happening in the world around us. This could be said really for any circumstance, any challenge that we're going through in life. It is so important to us being able to find a solution for us to be able to come back to a realization that the divine has not abandoned us, is not punishing us, hasn't rejected us, hasn't left us. The divine actually is the truth of your being. It's the truth of all of our beings right now. We need more of that intervention, but it's an intervention that comes up from within, right? So that's why we're doing this video, because if you sense, feel, know more of the power of the divine within you as you will be able to meet this and all life challenges with greater resilience, greater buoyancy, greater consciousness. Continuing to feel. I want to work here, releasing the emotional, mental constrictions of the cells, the organs, the glands of the body, opening up gently and easily the meridian channels. Again, we're looking for healing energy to begin to just flow, to work with each individual person here. I look at healing often as the natural energy of your being. If you didn't have healing energy flowing through you, you would not be able to be alive right now at all. So what we're looking to do here is we're looking to clear blocks to that energy, becoming more present, more available for you and supporting your resilience. And let's resolve that now and activate. I'm just going to pause here to transmit the energy, and I want you to continue to relax and feel. Notice that the sensation of the energy remains even when I'm not saying anything. Let's go back into just breathing and awareness of energy washing over you, raising of consciousness, healing, whatever you might call it. Mm. Mm-hmm. Feel the presence of spirit as you. It's really the only way we can feel it ultimately. We feel spirit because we are spirit. Sometimes we don't feel spirit because we have often inadvertently blocked our awareness of it. That's the only thing that's come in the way. And so, this clearing work that we're doing today is helping to clear out that clutter. Finalizing the process, clearing us to a place of 100% availability and receptivity for all the good of this clearing. I just want you to feel or even mentally think or say the words, I am 100% receptive to the benefits of this clearing and to even deepening with the gifts and the benefits of this clearing. Let's just pause and breathe and relax a little bit further here as the energy continues to permeate, continues to transmit. We're asking to activate the fullness of the mechanisms of protection within each person here. We talk about protection in this work really as a form of resiliency, not as a form of fear. So we're not looking to protect you because we're afraid of something. We're looking to bring in these energies of protection so that your energy field can be even more vitalized, even more resilient, even more empowered. And just notice this. You might notice this space around the level of your skin and around the level of just outside the skin, just beginning to get even more saturated with divine health and energy. Just noticing now. Can you relax into calmness? Can you relax into greater peace, greater balance? Your mind may want to shift you back into, yeah, but what about this thing that's happening around me? Remember, it's your spiritual practice to be able to find a way, moment by moment, even at will, when you realize you've gotten off into fear, worry, concern, to find a way to come back into a place of connection and allowing. Just test yourself now. See if you can really fully surrender into divine health is, divine peace is, divine wholeness is. Whatever it is that you're going through in life now, whatever it is that's going on around you, you can come back to a place of this realization. As we're finalizing this clearing now, I want you to just settle even a little bit more deeply, even 1% more deeply into these qualities: divine health, divine wholeness. You don't have to acquire it. Your mind doesn't have to figure it out. There's plenty of advice around your mind and your body figuring it out. In this clearing, though, we're connecting into the consciousness of these things directly. So just breathe. Hmm. Letting go, letting the energy work with you, stabilizing this clearing. And we're asking for everyone's energy to be regrounded and rebalanced within the physical body and physical world. Just noticing. Friends, this is you. What you're noticing is actually you. You might think, well, you, me, Michael, just did this to me. But what I'm really doing is working with your own consciousness and helping you, if you have felt anything from this clearing, helping you to come to a place where you can sense what is more possible for you on an ongoing basis. I'm not really doing anything to you. I'm facilitating based on your own readiness and willingness, helping to facilitate your own true consciousness becoming more present, coming more forward. That's what you're feeling right now. So I'm going to stop the energetic transmission and channeling of this clearing now. You are welcome, if you're feeling in an expanded space, to just continue to be in that space, to float off into rest, to relax. If you are planning to come back into waking consciousness now, I just invite you to deepen the breath a little bit more. Bring a little bit more presence to the physical body, wiggling fingers and toes if you've been kind of out in a meditative space. And placing your hands, perhaps the palms of your hands, over each other like this, and placing them on the lower abdomen, right around the navel area. And this area can help with centering. I want you to take some deep breaths into the navel area as you're breathing. You're just centering the energy in the center of your being. Relaxing. I encourage you to drink some water, some perhaps warm tea after listening to this recording, just to help hydrate you. The clearing work can be dehydrating. I also encourage you to do some movement, maybe a little bit of walking, even for 10 or 15 minutes. That can help to integrate the expanded spiritual energy that we've had in this clearing. Perhaps also a little bit later to just eat something grounding, eat something with some protein, some fat, just to help bring your energy a little bit more back into the body. So, friends, I want to thank you so much for joining me in this clearing today. I can see the sun has had its way with this recording a little bit. It's been beautiful coming through the window here. I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Please feel free to post comments, questions below this video, or to go to my website, clearandconnect.com, if you want a more personal connection and to just share with me your experience, or if you have questions about any particular thing that's going on in your life now. Friends, thank you so much. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.